Welcome to Researchers Teaching Practice. I'm John Willison, obviously here in the School of Education, and I'm easy to find because my room is on the north side of Nexus 10, this room 808, looking at it over North Terrace. And you'll know probably where to find it because it's just quite directly opposite the smart room there. So you come out of the smart room and you can come straight into here. So you'll know that I'm the coordinator of research as teaching practice. I'm also the director of the Bachelor of Teaching, both the middle years and Bachelor of Teaching secondary years. So I'm very much looking forward to working with you during this course and this semester. Now, research as teaching practice has a big emphasis on practice and improving our teaching so students learn better, and using research as a very sensible process to engage in that. So it's very practical, could be called curriculum improvement or action research or just enhancing pedagogy. Now we'll have 12 weeks of tutorials and there'll be 3 assignments throughout. In terms of the tutorials, there's 3 things to do to prepare. One is to watch the lectures. So the lectures will be all pre-recorded, but will involve an introduction to the topic and a fireside chat with a teacher who'll be talking about their own research as teaching practice. So for example, for week 1, the fireside chat is by Jason Home from Victor Harbor High School. So watch that one. And that also connects to the second thing to prepare, the reading. Jason, in fact, wrote some action research for a conference, and that's the reading for week 1. And so typically you'll be having different types of readings that you need to engage with, and to do the third thing, which is actually post on discussion board your application of that reading, your understanding of it in the context of teaching and learning, especially your professional experience. Whether you'll either go on during the semester, or if you won't quite make it during the semester, then your experiences from the past, either professional experience or even sometimes your own learning when you're in schools. So there'll be a prompt about the reading that'll get you to engage and to specifically give a quote from the reading with a page number. And so you'll be citing and referencing the reading, and all that paragraphs will be worth 1% on the discussion board. You'll also read other students' contributions in your tutorial, and I'll ask you to comment on one of those, and you can either amplify and strongly agree with, or say you wouldn't have had that experience in that sort of context. So it's critique it a little bit. And your contribution to another's reading is also worth 1%. So those weekly readings and discussions, as well as your engagement with the online lectures, will prepare you for the tutorial. So make sure you do that so that we can really have a strong application in the tutorial. You'll be working in groups, so you want all the members of your group to come well prepared. So you've got that similar level to prepare and to build on in the meaty discussions that you have. So that very much connects to the assignments, because I said that the discussion board is worth, your contribution is 1%, your response to another student's 1%. So that's all assignment 1 on the discussion board, with a 20% overall. Assignment 2 is a group task. We'll be forming groups from week 1, and you'll be staying in those groups during the first 8 weeks of the semester. And those groups are chosen to be diverse and a very transparent process, you'll see. And when you're working in groups, you'll be, for assignment 1, thinking about your own engagement with some very action-orientated literature. And you'll be, in fact, making a pitch to a principal as a group and doing a multimedia presentation. It could be just recorded, audio recorded video, or a number of other strategies you might use as you've learned throughout this degree. So that pitch, will be worth 40% with the group component and an individual component as well in that assignment. Assignment 3 is one you'll do with your own engagement in action research. Now, for some of you, it'll be engagement through the professional placement in schools sometime during the semester. Sometimes you'll be looking back on the last professional placement, and some of you, unfortunately, because you're stuck overseas, weren't able to do the professional placement last year. So you'll be drawing back on your own school experiences. But all those things are very valuable to draw on and to apply to either action research as it happens or a plan for action research into the future based on things that have happened in the past. So another thing that I'm going to ask you to do just for this week only is a questionnaire. That's a questionnaire that very much concerns research as teaching practice. Your attitudes and your skill set are connected to that idea. That's going to be important to do so we have a sense of people's place as they come into tutorials and the range of experiences and perspectives that people have on research as teaching practice. So please engage with that. So do as much reading around within My Uni as you can, but mainly do the pre-recorded lecture preparation, do the reading, discussion board post, responding to another student, and do all those things by Monday. In this case, it'll be Monday the 26th by noon, so that I can have a look at people's responses and your tutor can look at the responses. And in the first few weeks, we'll give some corrections to that to make sure you're getting that 1% each time. And we really rely on your professional practice to prepare and to engage in this course as research as teaching practice. So I look forward to seeing you in week 1.